Hello and welcome to JMFM, where we are today continuing our Leicester save, building on the foundations. So when we were last together, we played the FA Cup quarter-final tie at home against Arsenal, where we ran out convincing winners. Since then, we have continued that great form. We played Arsenal away in the Premier League, winning 5-4 in what was just an entertaining game, with Noni Madueke coming off the bench and scoring 2 goals and winning us that game. Then we had the first leg at home against Liverpool in the quarter-final of the Europa League, where I wasn't expecting much from the game, if I'm being honest. Considering Liverpool's form, they have been amazing. So for us to come out 4-2 winners after that, taking a good lead into that second leg, I'm very happy. Then we went and played at home to Crystal Palace with a very rotated first team, but we still came out with a 2-1 victory, which was nice to see. So in today's video, we will be covering the second leg of that Europa League quarter-final away at Anfield to Liverpool, where hopefully our 2-goal advantage going into this second leg will make us go through. Following that, we will play Man U today in the FA Cup semi-final, which is at Wembley. Looking at both competitions in the Europa League, you'd like to think that Tottenham, Arsenal and Milan will all go through. So I do think that the Premier League is still our best chance of Champions League football for next season. Don't get me wrong, it would be amazing for us to win the Europa League. I just think for it to happen, obviously we have to get past Liverpool today, and then there's 3 big teams again who we still have to play if we wanted to do anything. Then in the FA Cup, there is obviously Chelsea versus Millwall is the other fixture. You tend to think that Chelsea will win that, and then again it's a very difficult game potentially. In the Premier League, we're still doing really well. We are currently 5th with a game in hand on Chelsea. If we win that game in hand, that'll move us up to 64 points and actually put us above Man City, who have played 1 more game than us, and that only puts us 1 point behind Man U in second. I didn't realise how well we were doing until I checked this, and we've just been so consistent across the board. Like, we're not often dropping points and losing games, and when we are, so we've lost to Man City, a team around us. We've only drawn to Newcastle there. We drew to West Brom. We lost to Liverpool. We're consistently winning and picking up points against the teams that we should be picking up points against. So going into today's game, we are able to play our strongest 11 due to that rotation against Crystal Palace. So as we've all come to expect it now, it's Schmeichel in goal with back 4 of Justin Castagna, Soyuncu and Evans. Fofana is suspended for this leg. I would have liked Fofana at the back for his pace, but we couldn't do it. Then in the midfield we have Ndidi and Tielemans, with Maddison in the 10 role, with Marcus Edwards, Harvey Barnes and Jamie Vardy as our more attacking front 3. Let's get into the game. Looking at Liverpool today, so here is their team sheet. They've got Alisson in goal, a back 4 of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho and Andrew Robertson. What looks like a midfield 2 of Henderson and Milner, with Salah, Firmino and Mane as an attacking 3, with Firmino playing in the 10 role perhaps, and Myron Badu as their main striker. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Okay, let's point the finger. The media have given us a lot of credit. And here is that lovely animation again, and I was right about Firmino being in the 10. So we are 11 minutes into the game with our first highlight, and it looks like it's going to be an attacking phase for us. Ndidi with a little back heel to Justin down the right hand side. Pulled it back to Ndidi again. Back to Justin for the cross to Vardy, and an easy catch for Alisson Becker, who's hoofed the ball up pitch to Badu. Now Salah, and it's a good tackle from Castagna into Barnes. That is dangerous. Schmeichel, clear your lines. Good. Evans needs to hit the channel for Vardy to run into. Jamie Vardy, and he's hit straight at Alisson. So 21 minutes into the game, and Mo Salah has a free kick that's headed away by Justin, but it's fallen to Salah again. Alexander-Arnold with the whip in, but it's been blocked. Henderson, switch of play out to Robertson, who's just dribbled through our defence and finished at the near post, which now makes the next goal so important. Throw into Tielemans, now to Maddison, to Ndidi, back to Tielemans, out to Edwards. Ndidi with the ball back to Edwards, who's tried playing a diagonal ball to Barnes, but it's been cut out. And now Boudou's through on goal, and he's tucked it away. Liverpool are level on terms. They are winning on the night, and they're currently through on goal difference. Castagna with the throw-in. Barnes, we need a goal now. And I thought Barnes had put that in the top corner. Maddison, but it's been blocked. And Mane, thank God, Evans. Tielemans, into Edwards to Vardy, back to Edwards, into Maddison. And he's hit the post. Justin with the throw-in to Evans. To Justin. Back to Evans. To Castagna, who's put the ball longer to Vardy. Now to Barnes, and we've given it away. It's just not working for us today. And a little nutmeg there. And Badu with the finish. That is 3-0. And we haven't played particularly awful, but we haven't played particularly well either. So 42 minutes on the clock. If we could get a goal here, that would be great. But I'd just like to get to half time without conceding another so we can regroup. And Mane is going to catch us here on the break, isn't he? And he's put it over, thank God. Last few minutes, let's make it half time. Well, we've made it to half time and we are 3-0 down to Liverpool, 5-4 on aggregate. We need a goal. Well, we need 2 goals now. Even 1 goal, it would put us on level on aggregate, but we'd go out on away goals. So we need to do something here. We'll pump our fist, go out there, and we are making a couple of changes also. Marcus Edwards, he's playing terribly. He's coming off. Cengiz can come on. He's done well for us in Europe. Tielemans again hasn't been playing well. Maddison's going to drop back into the centre of midfield, and Todd Cantwell is going to come on, and we're going to change to an attacking style of play. 51 minutes into the second half, and we've just given the ball straight to them. Schmeichel's collected that, played it long, and we've given it away again. We are in such a rush to get up the pitch. We have just given them their 4th goal, and I think that is our European adventure over. And Castagna's going to be sent off here. This is just going from bad to worse. Todd Cantwell can stay on. Harvey Barnes is going to make way for Luke Thomas, and it just hasn't been our day at all. And we've still got 35 minutes to play. Vardy trying to switch the play to under, but it just didn't happen. But the ball's been cut out, and Maddison from 40-50 yards, and that has given us a lifeline. Another goal here, and we could do this. We've got half hour to get a goal and not concede. 25 minutes left on the clock. Liverpool in our third of the pitch. Can we block the cross? Good block. Can we get out? Our midfield need to get higher up the pitch. They're probably all exhausted. They've been run ragged. Luke Thomas against Salah in a 1-on-1, and Thomas is on his arse, and Salah's hit the crossbar. Okay, can we find something here? Evans to Justin. Justin running down that right wing. Been tackled by Mane, but he's won it back, but he's given it away again to Ronaldo. Good clearance. Can we get out to the ball? No, Schmeichel. What's he doing? It's inches away from him. Go pick it up. 20 minutes left. Ndidi is not playing well at all. Tommy Doyle is coming on into that box-to-box role. And I'm also going to change Maddison into an advanced playmaker for these last 25 minutes because we need a goal. I'm really concerned about one of these defenders getting sent off. I'm going to bring on Hayden Roberts for Johnny Evans. He's been doing well when he's been playing and he's got a bit of pace. 20 minutes left. Maddison on the corner. Roberts. Oh, I thought Roberts had done it. Oh, what a save that is. Okay, we've got just over 5 minutes left. We've gone to very attacking now because we need that goal. And that'll get us into extra time. But we could just as easily be caught on the break here, which it looks like might happen. And we've got a cross and Schmeichel's caught it. Good. Come on. Little over 5 minutes to go. Oh. Corner to Liverpool. Headed away. Can we get up to the ball? Can we win the ball there? No. Soyuncu to under. Go on under. Run at some players. Oh, brilliant. Keep going. Maddison. Slipped in under down the line. He's pulled it across. Oh. Get out to the ball. Pressure on the ball. He's just run through 5 players. That is the full-time whistle, and unfortunately our European adventure has come to an end. We have played against a very good Liverpool side who, even though we had a strong position from that first game, they in that first half scored 3 great goals, and then we gifted them their 4th early in the second, and then a red card from Castagna just made it even more difficult than it already was. We did try for that last half hour, but they were just so solid and it just wasn't our day. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, unlucky. It just wasn't to be. That is us out of the Europa League this season. We gave it a good run. I did say a couple videos ago that it would be difficult for us to get through to the next round against a Liverpool team who, in my opinion, will definitely go on to win this competition and I think definitely win the Premier League. Yeah, so as much as it's frustrating and annoying, you can understand the difficult circumstances that we're under. Next game will be Man U, so I will see you in a minute. So going into today's FA Cup game away to Man U, I am doing something which could potentially see us go out of the FA Cup at quite an important time. In that last game, it showed a lot of what I found frustrating so far in this save. If I'm being totally honest, the likes of Ndidi and Tielemans, whether it be my fault or their fault, I'm going to say it's their fault. I cannot really get them playing that well, if I'm being completely honest. So today I've taken them out of the team, and that is in part due to their poor performances against Liverpool. I've also made the decision to change my attacking three as well, with Maddison dropping in. Cantwell, Gray and Madueke get the start. Madueke did really well coming off the bench against Crystal Palace in our last Premier League game, and I'm going to give him the opportunity today. At the back, Luke Thomas is coming in. Castagna missing out. He got sent off in that last game and it let the team down, so I think it's only right that Thomas comes in and starts. Obviously I've brought in Wesley Fofana. He was someone that unfortunately was unavailable for the Liverpool game, and I think he would have made a huge difference. Soyuncu is a little bit tired, and Evans is still playing well, but Roberts has been playing well when he's been needed. He's starting to develop really well, and he's someone that next season I expect to be playing a lot more, because when you look at his mentals, his physicals and his technicals, he's actually a good player, and I think if we can give him some more game time between now and the end of the season, he's someone that could just slot into that role next season alongside Fofana seamlessly. And Hamza Chowdhury comes into the midfield today. So, let's get into today's game. The Man U team today in the FA Cup semi-final looks like this. David De Gea in goal, a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Telles. A midfield of Soares, Pogba, Draxler, Lingard and Rashford, all supporting Cavani, with a bench of Williams, McTominay, Pellistri, Tuanzebe, Laird and Shaw. So if they go behind, they haven't got that much on the bench to change the game. However, we've got some good quality players on the bench that can come on and really make an impact for us. And it's just occurred to me, we've got 4 centre mids on the bench. So we're 11 minutes into this FA Cup semi-final with our first highlight. Like I said, I have played a very much a rotated team today, and we might live to regret this. However, that was a bad start. Felipe, Lingard to Pogba, into Rashford, and it's 1-0 Man U. After 23 minutes, their first real noticeable chance of the game, and Rashford slotted it home. Lovely through ball by Pogba. 37 minutes into the game, and we've waited a long time for this next highlight. Maddison in the midfield with it, back to Roberts, into Thomas, back to Roberts, into Maddison, to Chowdhury, to Madueke, out to Thomas. Can we find a ball into the box to Gray? And it's blocked. Back to Thomas, to Maddison, to Chowdhury, to Justin, towards the back post, and Wan-Bissaka's got an easy header back to De Gea. De Gea with the long ball to Cavani, but it's been cut out. We look a little bit toothless in attack. And as I've said that, Madueke slipped the ball into Todd Cantwell, 1-1, and on the scene of things, it looks okay at the moment. We do have James Justin and James Maddison, who both look extremely tired. I know that Maddison and Justin are both tired, but I don't want to be making 2 subs this early in the second half. This early in the game, should I say. Okay, we're now at the 55-minute mark. It is still 1-1, and James Justin and Maddison are just exhausted. I'm going to bring Wilfred Ndidi on at right back, and I am going to bring on Yuri Tielemans into the centre of midfield, both of whom have something to prove. Pellistri running at Roberts, who is brought down. It's definitely outside the box. That is not a penalty, ref. Like, you don't need VAR for that. They've said it's a penalty. That couldn't have been more outside the box. I feel like we've been robbed a little bit there. Okay, my final sub. I am going to look to bring off Jamie Vardy for Joe Gelhardt. In the last few games, Vardy hasn't been prominent for us at all. 15 minutes left of the game to play. We have now gone to an attacking mentality, and we've got a free kick right on the edge of the box. Tielemans lining up over it, and he's put straight into the wall, but Fofana on the rebound, and then Chowdhury, and we are 2-2. We are back in this tie after what was a very controversial penalty decision. 2-2, 12 minutes left to play. McTominay with the ball in the midfield to Wan-Bissaka, down line to Pellistri. Can we shut him down? Good tackle. Tielemans to Gray, into Tielemans, into Cantwell, down line to Thomas. It's fallen to Cantwell in the midfield. Can he find a pass? Oh, lovely ball out wide to Madueke. We've got midfield runners going into the box. Can he find someone to Chowdhury? Couldn't rise. And a man you get catch us on the break now. Pogba running our defence. Rashford, and he's got a through ball. And what a block that is. What a block that was. And I believe that was Hayden Roberts. Last few minutes of the game remaining. If it remains this way, I'm not sure if he'll go to extra time or straight to penalties. It'll be interesting to see. Good block. Alex Telles with the ball down their left hand side to Lingard, and Schmeichel's caught that comfortably. Can we try and play and get a goal on the break here? Into Tielemans to Roberts, Out to Thomas. Down line. To Gray. Who's going to run at Wan-Bissaka. It's fallen to Gelhardt. Back to Cantwell, who's clipped it to Demarai Gray. Oh, and he's tried clipping it over, rushing out De Gea, but he's put it just over the bar. Okay, so the game has gone to extra time. There are a lot of players out here who are looking very tired. They're all in good mental state though. Do we have an extra substitution going into extra time? Can we make a sub? Yes, we can. So, Harvey Barnes has come on for Demarai Gray, give us a bit more attacking intent down that left-hand side for this last half hour. 5 minutes of the first half of extra time left to play. McTominay into Cavani, to Rashford, and that's a great block, but Rashford's got the rebound and great save from Schmeichel. Players are looking very tired. Tellez swinging in the corner, and it's a great header from Roberts, who has played extremely well today. Away by Thomas. Last minute of the first half of extra time. De Gea with the long kick. And it's indeed, I thought was going to cut that out. And now Rashford is running at our defence. He slipped into Lingard. And another great save from Schmeichel. And it's fallen to Wan-Bissaka. And it's just fallen in the box, but the linesman has his flag up. It's going to be offside. This is always offside. Goals disallowed, as we expected. 4 minutes of extra time remaining, and we have just thrown the ball straight to them, but Fofana's there to mop it up. Into Chowdhury, back to Fofana, out to Madueke, who's got Justin on the overlap to Chowdhury, into Ndidi, on the overlap. Madueke, can he find a pass? No, Tellez has cut that out, but Ndidi's going to get there. 3 minutes remaining, can we find something? The ball's fallen to Lingard in the middle of the pitch, and he's running at our defence, and he's kicked it out of play. Good old Jesse Lingard. That better not come back to haunt me. Extra time is over, so our penalty takers will be Todd Cantwell, Yuri Tielemans, Joe Gelhardt, and beyond that we are struggling for accomplished takers. Harvey Barnes is going to take one because he is an accomplished goal scorer for me, and Hamza Chowdhury is confident, so I'm happy for him to take one. And that is all I'm going to do. Hopefully it won't get beyond that. Tellez with the first penalty for Manchester United. And he's put it wide. That is a great start for us. Harvey Barnes stepping up for the first penalty, interestingly. And Barnes has missed. Why is Harvey Barnes stepping up for the first penalty when it went Cantwell, Tielemans, Gelhardt, Barnes? Cavani slots it away from Man U. That's interesting because Barnes was fourth on my list and now Cantwell stepping up. Unless I accidentally put Barnes at the top of my list. Cantwell. And it's saved by De Gea. We've missed 2 out of 2. Oh no. Rashford for Man U. Oh, Schmeichel's let that go straight through his hands. Tielemans, we need a goal here. And then we need Schmeichel to perform some amazing miracles. We've missed 3 out of 3. It saddens me to say I think we are out of the FA Cup. We have missed 3 of our penalties. 3 out of 3 penalties so far. Palestri is about to step up for Man U against Schmeichel. Slots it away, and Man U are through to the FA Cup final, and Leicester are out. So, what has been probably the hardest part of our season so far? As with every football season, this is the business end of the season where things really start to matter. And in what's been our 2 biggest games this season, we found that we just didn't quite have enough. Don't get me wrong, this is still our first season on what is a long-term project. it's just so disappointing that we have done so well. Obviously the Liverpool game, we put ourselves in a great position. In the Man U game, I don't even think we played particularly well. But I think if at the beginning of the season you had offered me the Carabao Cup win and the semi-final and quarter-final of the FA Cup and quarter-final and Europa League, I think I'd have probably taken them, especially when you look at who we've lost to. So we have got, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games left of the Premier League. It says, I'm sure I counted 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I counted that wrong. We have got 9 games left in the Premier League. And hopefully we can finish in a Champions League spot. Obviously my expectation at the beginning of the season was a top 6 finish. Even now, if we I'd like to finish in the top 4 because that's where we've been competing. However, if it was Europa League, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just be typical of today's episode that we have let ourselves down at the end run-in. So, thank you for watching JMFM. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.